Hey, my friends, let's talk about conjunctive adverbs today. So, what do they sound like? Heard of them before? Alright, so as you're scratching your head, what I want you to think of is conjunctive. Sounds a lot like conjunction. And what's a conjunction do for us? Yeah? Alright, it puts things together. Yes, absolutely correct. Okay, so conjunctive means that it links stuff. It puts things together. And you're thinking, yeah, I know some other conjunctions like those fanboys. And another acronym that we know, like awubus. Okay, I don't have enough room on my paper to write it all out, but you get the gist. Okay, so conjunctive adverbs. Okay, an adverb, you know, basically can modify a verb, or it can modify an adjective. And that basically just means it can do something to it. It can give us extra information. So, a conjunctive adverb is something that links two sentences together by giving us a little bit of extra information kind of in between them. So, it's kind of like, alright, so we have peanut butter and jelly put together with bread. You know, peanut butter and jelly just kind of hanging out by itself, not really doing much, but you slap the bread there, all of a sudden they're stuck together. So, conjunctive adverbs kind of function that same way. So, you should have received this in class from me, and if not, there is a copy on Edmodo for you to go ahead and download right now. So don't go any further if you don't have this. You got to have this in front of you, or else you're going to be totally lost. So, go find it. Okay, so if you will look at the bottom of this page, it says very clearly, conjunctive adverbs put two sentences together and they make a new compound sentence. The first sentence is going to end with a semicolon, the comma dot, and the conjunctive adverb is going to have an, oh, that's not right. It is not followed by an adverb, it's followed by a comma. Please scratch that out. I've already made copies, I'm not going to waste paper. Surely y'all can do this for me. Scratch out adverb, add in comma. I must have been talking when I typed this up. Okay, so it's going to end with the semicolon, then you're going to have your adverb, and then you're going to have a comma. So chant with me, semicolon, adverb, comma, semicolon, adverb, comma, semicolon, adverb, comma. I want everybody going to bed tonight dreaming about semicolon, adverb, comma. Hear my voice, hear it, think about it, meditate on it, remember it. All right, so a compound sentence, how many independent clauses do we have in one of those? Two, you're right. Okay, so if you'll keep in mind, our compound sentence structure is sentence, usually a period, and then we have like a something here. Okay, so anyway, it's going to be sentence, period, sentence. It could be that. Okay, but that's so elementary. That's so 5 years ago. Y'all are way more advanced than that. Okay, so scratch that. Forget that. We don't really do that anymore unless we're doing it for some kind of dramatic effect to create suspense. Alright, so what you're used to doing now is having a sentence, a comma, and then probably one of the fanboys, and then a sentence. Okay, well that works great, but I'm going to teach you a little bit more sophisticated way. So, best way to impress all your friends and, oh, your English teacher, is to use my new and improved way with a conjunctive adverb. So, it's going to do the exact same thing. We have two independent clauses. So, we have two moms, or we have a mom and a dad, basically. And so, this little guy in the middle is just something that kind of links them together. So, let's forget about this for a moment. And remember that we can also put together two independent clauses with just a semicolon. Well, if there's really something else you kind of need to say in between these two independent clauses, this is where your conjunctive adverb is going to come in. So, instead of just rushing right off into your next sentence, let's go ahead and add a little bit more to it. So, let's have your sentence, semicolon, adverb, comma, and then have your sentence. See how I did that? Still have two independent clauses, still have your compound sentence, but this time it's joined together with these three guys. So consider these like your three amigos. So we have amigo 1, semicolon, amigo 2, adverb, amigo 3, comma. All right, so here are some examples of how these would look in a sentence. The exam was very difficult. This is an independent clause because it makes sense all by itself. Semicolon, adverb, comma. The students received only average grades. Now this wouldn't really sound very good if we just had two simple sentences, so it makes so much more sense if we put these two together with the word consequently. So because the exam was difficult, the students didn't get the best grades on it. So consequently is kind of like our cause and effect. This thing happens first, and then this thing happens as a result of that. So up here in the list of your conjunctive adverbs, we have quite a few of them over here. What do they mean is what we're going to put on this side over here. So basically the definition or just something to help us remember how we would use each of these conjunctive adverbs. So consequently, I wish I'd put these in alphabetical order, but hey, you're going to have to do a little bit of work to find these sometimes. Okay, consequently basically is going along with cause and effect. So it's when something happens as a result. Okay? All right, our next one is, there was practically no food in the refrigerator. We have our independent clause. This makes sense all by itself. Therefore, we had to go shopping. So we had to go shopping is also an independent clause. So we have two sentences that have been joined with the word therefore. So therefore just basically means so. It's just a so much fancier way of saying so. So again, impress everyone. There's practically no food in the refrigerator. Therefore, we had to go shopping. So up here where it says therefore, just put the word so. That's all it means. They're synonyms. One just sounds way cooler than the other one. He went to the store. Independent clause. However, he did not buy anything. Same thing again. We have two independent clauses. We have two sentences. We have a mom and dad, and they've been joined together by the three amigos. The semicolon, the however, the comma. Semicolon, adverb, comma. Semicolon, adverb, comma. Semicolon, adverb, comma. Not so subliminal messages here. All right. So, however, it's kind of like the opposite of so. It kind of goes against that. He went to the store, but he didn't buy anything. So up here where however is, again, it's just a synonym for the word but. I know some of you are laughing right now. Quit. It's not funny. You're in 6th grade. We don't have to laugh at the word but. However, plus that's the wrong one. This one only has one T. All right. Last one that I've given to you. You can go when the chores are done. We have our subject, we have our verb, we have a complete thought, so we have a sentence. Otherwise, you will miss the party. So these two kind of go together. So basically, if this one doesn't happen, this one's not going to happen either. So for otherwise, let's put, if the first one doesn't happen, it will affect the second one. So these two are linked together too. So again, that kind of go along with cause and effect. If the first doesn't happen, it will affect, it's a verb, affect the second. Okay, so I talked long enough. I've given you about 9 minutes worth of stuff. All right, you have quite a few other ones right here. What I need for you guys to do is to take at least 6 of these. More is better, but a minimum of 6. So we've done otherwise, we've done therefore, we've done however, and we've also finished up with consequently. So I want you to take at least 6 more of these conjunctive adverbs and see if you can fill in this side. Basically, what do these words mean? You're going to find that some of them actually mean the same thing. So bring this back with you to class tomorrow. This will be for a grade, so I would get on the ball with this right now. Use your brain, context clues, and then use your dictionary if you need to. Dictionary.com is going to be a great resource if your brain's not working tonight. All right, peace out.